Hey, hey, pardon me while I get these analytics out of the way. Hopefully, everybody's having an amazing day. Amazing day. Amazing day. Learning from Mike to share these links. So, shout out to Make with Mike for having shared these links, these workouts on his content as well. That's a super cool thing to do. Mhm, mhm. All right, we got a few likes. Thank you, thank you. I know it seems to start off slow when I'm doing this, but there's a purpose. Method madness. We get some of the other athletes up and at it as well, just in case anybody else wants to join in this morning. Or in some cases, because we've got people all over the world, if they want to join in this evening, afternoon. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. We gave it a few minutes. We got what we needed. Got an extra light going on. Appreciate that. You want to jump in and shout out where you're from? That would be awesome as well. Let's go. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Let me grab my water and we're going to go. Let's get these 100 push ups in. We had a good session last night as well. Wasn't going to be any push ups, but of course we ended up doing push ups. That's okay. That's okay. When got good people who are excited to be here, and push ups are the backbone of what has brought us all together, then I got no problem with doing them. No problem at all. Get a little water here. Okay. Yeah, clean off my shelf. Throw this down. What's up, Aurelio? Rojas. How are you? Push ups, exercise. Hola, hola. Exercise, exercise. Where are you from, Aurelio? What's up, X Roach? Jennifer, good morning, good morning. Let's go 400. Yeah, that was a smoke show yesterday. Whew. But it definitely did, point out some good stuff that extra can be done on occasion. That was a great test. So, all kidding aside, that was awesome. Um, X Roach here for a bit. How long do we have you, X? Aurelio, where are you from? ¿Dónde eres tú? All right, well, let's get to it if we only got X for a small bit. Peru. All right. All right. I'm just hitting push-ups, man. The 300 yesterday, and then we did 100 last night on the live. So I'm on the push-ups, and that's about it this morning. U.S. Aurelio, United States. Aurelio, do you work out? Do push-ups? X, this whole week has been crazy. Those few night sessions have been amazing. But this is gonna be kind of a I'd say it's gonna be a shorter one, and then we'll gear up for tomorrow. Yeah. All right. And I was telling Kurt last night, weirdest thing, I was getting out of the car at lunch and my foot got stuck between like my runner board and the curb, the raised up curb. My shoe came out as I was stepping, and my shoe got stuck, and my foot came out, and I ended up like planting my toe right into the curb. I don't think it's broken, but that little piggy definitely is feeling it. So it's kind of limiting even stuff like jumping jacks. And I'm being careful with my even getting down for my push up. So it's kind of a day of rest. Yeah, didn't feel good, but we do what we got to finish things out. I got the work day done. Aurelio, are you there? Is Aurelio Rojas from Peru still here? Yep. It's a rice day. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, for sure. Yeah, just getting off my feet when I got home. Even though we did the push-ups after the workout, felt way better. Let's get to number 3. All right. We are Kostab. How are you? How are you, Kostab? We're doing the 100 push-ups. You missed the last couple days, man. It's had some intense stuff. Yesterday it was 300 push-ups with the squats. I did 300 push-ups and 100 squats. Mr. Burns did 200 squats, 200 push-ups. Plus, we did some stuff last night as well. So today is a very modest 100 push-ups. Very modest. Oh, Lindsay, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. Even once I banged my foot into like the curb, my shoe was still stuck between the car and the curb. I was like, how did my foot come so easily out of it? But uh costume, I kind of kicked a curb when my shoe got stuck and my foot came out and I kicked the curb. So I've got one of my toes, my second toe is a little bit more fat than the other one. It's a little more bruised color. So I'm going easy today as far as the other stuff, but X was right. We'll just get the we'll get the rice going. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Lindsay, how are you and Mr. Spencer doing today? I'm going to get to number 4, as it were, getting up and down very gingerly. No, this just happened yesterday, Costa. And I'm not a doctor, but it's not showing signs of like major trauma. Probably what I'll do is tape it to my other toe if I needed to. But even doctors are going to say there's only so much you can do. Tape it to a popsicle stick and just keep it elevated. And I'm not in a great deal of pain either. So I appreciate the concern. How's everyone feeling after this week? We've had a great week. Had a great week. I don't know if NN has been in the chat here, little red logo, but started doing push-ups off of a counter and did 180 last night, or maybe was it yesterday, last night. And she's from Canada. I want to say she said she's 51, in the Quebec area. Very cool, and grateful to have her in the chat. So again, just expanding this whole thing with some really amazing people from everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like a map. No, I think she was doing them in 20s. That would be crazy. But I think what I'm going to do is get a map and put your guys' name like on a little pin, and that way we can see where everybody's at. I want to be able to like be accurate with where everybody's at. I feel bad sometimes when I forget where people are at and be able to like, just kind of represent. So I do have a globe, and they're saying we should put like little stickers on it, but I think a flat map. And maybe I don't know if I can put it out here or something so we can always just check it out and see. All right. I'm on number 5. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely right. I have to like have a spreadsheet or something where it's like regional, and that would be a great problem to have that with more people coming in. Um, yeah, we looked up. So we have Avnar and Anvar. Avnar, I think, is from India. Avnar was from Uzbekistan. He was in the chat last night, and then we had somebody new from Uruguay last night as well. So it's been really cool. And guys, without saying, but I feel like there's a disclaimer here, especially for the younger athletes. We had a couple younger athletes want to exchange numbers and stuff. Got especially the younger athletes. Talk to your parents. Use discernment. It's still social media. Be careful. Be careful. And I told them, I said, it's not about your age. This is just, it's social media. I would need to use caution if somebody wanted to swap numbers with me. And the alarming part was one person said to the other, do you want to meet up? And every every flag in my father brain was like, wait, what? Um, and so I told him, I said, look, if you guys are gonna do that, you gotta take it off this chat. I don't want to be responsible for that. That's a crazy place to put yourself in. And I guess they went and did that, and okay, that's fine. I just want to put that out there. I'm not saying I'm not responsible. I wouldn't have empathy if something went bad, but um, I can't be responsible. I'm not these kids' father. I'm not their parents. So I said to both of them who have been saying they're underage, go talk to your folks first. An easier alternative would be to have a channel in your Discord server where everyone could state info they would like to disclose about themselves, including their nationality. Maybe I need to get ahead of that, but I just want to put that out there because that kind of really like sent like this. That was like a new moment for me. I was like, huh, okay. Um, so I'm just saying, that was a really different place to be in the chat last night. So those are my thoughts on it. Let's get to number 6. Matt Acoustic, what is up? Oh, you're talking about the nationalities for and places easier than a spreadsheet for sure. Nathaniel J Burns always exercise caution in the chat. Absolutely. Are you trying to jump in, Mr. Burns? Are you trying to jump in? Busy week, Matt. Good. We're glad to have you. Glad to see you here. Okay, do you have the link? We got Lindsay here, we got Jennifer here, Mad, we got X. Says hi down, I'm Roach. Roach, how did you get the name Roach? Okay. Then let me know before you try to enter because I'm gonna do the set. Jennifer, Red Rocks of Sedona, or Red Rocks was uh you went to Colorado, wasn't it? Denver, Colorado. Nice. How was the concert? That was fastball, correct?
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Burns. Roach says his nickname was quite random. He's used it as a video game name quite a bit. Nice. Yes. Glad you had a good time. Good travels. Safe travels. How go you today, sir?
Oh, it's a tough one.
It's a bit more in the groin. Oh,
It's a little bit tough one.
uh,
I did my walk last night. And I got home, laid down after talking to Jennifer, Lindsay, and D, and I was just like, I was out. It's the most sleep I've had in recent memory.
this
Body's
week has
recovering, whether you like it or not. So,
this week has been a bomb for activity.
yes, indeed.
Yeah, I can hear it in your voice. This would be a good time for you to record some voiceover when
Do
you
a
have
little
that
voiceover.
rasp that you yeah,
Are you looking for a perm kit?
exactly. Yeah, smooth it out. Yes.
We have them in all colors.
Yes, it is. It's very Barry White-esque right now. Matt's
It's
looked amazing.
it does not feel good to speak though. I'll tell you that.
Well,
I'm
you
a
did
little under
mention,
the yeah,
yeah, you
a little
mentioned that
under the
yesterday.
so it's taking its course, kicking my butt, but uh, let me get a set in before you get even further ahead of me. Thanks
Okay.
for having me in
Yeah,
though.
of course, of course. Mad acoustic body battery is 70. I like that term, body battery. How often do we actually get that 100% body battery? I know, like I'm an advocate for naps, but that's kind of like when your phone is halfway down and you plug it in before you leave again, but it's not quite full. So a lot of us, we've got a higher body battery, but is it really like good health for the battery? Oh, what an effort! What an effort! Good job, Matt. Are you on a rest day, or are you jumping in, or what do you got going on? More bicycling?
Good morning, Jennifer. What's up, Matt? Kurt?
Yes, that's cool, Matt. Had a good concert. Garmin watch. I was telling him yesterday at work. I was getting out of the car, and my foot somehow got wedged between like the rider board and the curb. My foot came out of my shoe all in one motion, and I still managed to like kick the curb with my second toe. So it's the weirdest thing. And my shoe was still stuck. And so I had to like wedge it out. I don't, one in a million, one in a million. But I say all that to say that one of these piggies is not like the others.
What were you doing? Writing something?
No, I was just getting out of the car. I just went to step to get out of the car. It's the weirdest thing. It was the weirdest thing. And it's like, all right, this is how I'm going to end my shift on this beat up toe. This is what we're doing, huh? All
Mm-mm.
right, we persevere.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. So I was going to do walking this morning with the push-ups. I thought, okay, it's a great morning field. Eh, eh.
It is an incredible morning. It's just mind blowing how beautiful it is right now. But then I was saying a few days ago, it's not the stunts. It's not the action that you get paid for that breaks you. It's like getting out of the car,
Mm-hmm.
falling down the stair, like just random silly things that you're like
Yeah,
get hurt
yeah,
on.
and that compounds when you go do the other stuff.
Yeah, it certainly affects the work, but the work you're always dialed in, conscious, aware, right there, and like it's always the getting out of the car and trap your foot somehow in this weird way that that gets you.
My gosh, yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's
Yikes!
yeah, and here we are still going. So it's like you hear that
100%.
knocking in your car and you keep driving it for a week before you get it to the mechanic. And by that time, that knocking is knocking and pinging.
Mhm.
Mad worked out while driving, not quite the same in some very high air. Oof, yeah. I'm sure that was different. High altitude.
Oh yeah.
Had to be that inexplicable, like, why am I so winded?
Oh, cha cha cha. Nice job. Morning, Roach. Costa, Aurelio.
Gossip, yes, gossip in the house.
Right on, right on.
We had Mary from Quebec last night who
Nice.
saw one of the videos of doing push-ups off of a counter edge. So it inspired her to do 180. Matt Acoustic says voiceover day. Nathaniel Vin is right. I do enjoy those days, man. Matter of fact, when I would go to the studio, I would intentionally not speak until I got there. Um, that way, when we started doing the vocals, it would have at least a couple takes of like just that different sound, a little more depth, a little more smoke in the voice. Versus once it warmed up, then you just go back to your normal vocals. So we'd have at least a couple edits for the song, uh, where one would have the perm kit voice,
It's a
and the
little
other,
something on
yeah.
it. You're
Except
giving
for the
away,
video game. Which video game?
you're giving away all the secrets, Vincent.
I know. I'm giving up the sauce.
Professionals don't gatekeep. It's cool, man. It's cool. Let them know.
Oh, they are after the tasty today. They're going after that foot. What is going on? Matt says, I hear what you're saying, pun intended.
Oh,
A,
dang.
a drummer will appreciate a good rim shot.
But
All right.
I should move my rocks.
Yes. Is it on me? I think it's on me.
I'm happy to get another set of. There he goes. No need.
Oh, it's just planting his foot.
It wants to know what Roach says. The studio. Where are you doing voiceovers for the video game you were in?
Oh, it's so much easier just doing them on one foot. Oh, that's a delight. Oh, oh, it's a delight. Um,
Nice.
Roach, no, the video game that I was in, there was no voiceover. I think they did, but I wasn't voiceover for that. I was talking about for music.
Uh,
Uh, or if we record something like spoken word or something like that.
you got music? You got music in a video game, Vincent?
I don't have music in a video game. I actually did get credited for music, original compositions in a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What movie is that?
it was Tail.
Okay.
It was a movie I was in. I was
Yeah.
one of the leads, but then yeah, there were some scenes where they
They use
inserted.
Shine? Or what did they use? What song did they use? Or
It wasn't anything vocal. It was just
oh,
instrumental compositions. Yeah. No, I take that back. At the end, my voice. There was a song called Adieu.
okay, bet. Right on.
Yeah, something for the resume. So yeah, definitely something for the resume.
Say again. All right, for the resume. Yes, sir. All right,
Yes,
I'm gonna jump in.
Matt, have a great day. Yes, enjoy it, man. Yeah, Roach. Life has been a uh, a Forrest Gump of sorts, I call it, just to have been involved in so many really cool projects, and to have people ask you to be a part of stuff is really awesome. I mean, even to have in this chat to have people from all over the world ask me to be part of their fitness journey. Same thing. I put it right in the same. Bella, good morning. How are you? Bella's in Texas. Bella's in Texas, home of thick bread, Texas toast, big hats. What part of Texas are you in, if you don't mind sharing? And how's the weather? Roach, how did your exams go? For Bengali. I'm doing good, Bella. I was telling them I banged my toe yesterday at work, and now it's a little fatter and a little more purple than the other one. So I'm going to call it Prince. It's the purple one for right now.
Prince
uh,
Toe.
yes,
I
yes,
love it.
uh,
You are now the Toe Prince.
yes. And then when it heals, it'll be the toe formerly known as Prince.
Yes, indeed.
I'm just winding myself up. Oh, you are in Dallas. Nice. Okay. I think I've been to Dallas a time or two, maybe just a time. Fort Worth area, long, long time ago, and I would go there weekly to see J.R. Ewing. It was a decent exam. Nice. Did you get your grade back? Anything you care to share? Bella Roach is in South Asia, and he just had an exam on Bengali, which is the language there. So we know you as one of our student athletes, as we should say, know what that's like.
Right on, Roach. Good job.
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
you feel you did on it? Do you feel prepared? When the questions came, did your eyes glaze over, or did they zero in? It was like, what is that?
Yeah, when you saw the question, did you immediately start thinking of what you're gonna have for lunch? Like, like I don't know this one, so what's for lunch? Good. Yeah. Hey, from what we saw, you were still studying while you were doing some of these workouts, jumping off early, and that's very much what Bella did, like right before the school year ended for her. And so hopefully, who was it? Yo-Yo. He's got some exams coming up too, and he says he's cooked. So we'll see what happens. Like to hear how his ended up. Bella said the same thing and ended up just all A's with these tests. So love to see you guys working hard. We do. Bella got a 4.0. Nice. Nice. Bella got a
Oh.
4.0 in her grades, and she got a 10.0 for her backflip off of the couch.
A little extra credit there.
Yes. Roach says we all get cooked sometimes, and I completely agree. And it's how quickly can you come back raw after getting cooked?
Exactly. Not how many
Hey,
times you
what's
fall,
that?
it's how many times you get back up.
What's that singular thingy you got in the background right there besides the tire?
That's the Bosu
Uh,
ball.
is it the round one, the blue one, or the white one, or those tall black ones? Jen, how are you and Lindsay progressing? I know they're just silently just crushing it. They're gonna pop up and be like, "Done, suckers." The round one. The round one is the Bosa ball.
Bosu ball.
Yeah, that's what this is. So it's made for balancing. I did push-ups on it the other day. You can do squats on it, same way Mr. Burns is doing it. You can hop up on it. It's good for balance. So it's a handy piece of equipment. Nice. Jen's already done. Yeah. You ever seen the half circle Bosu ball before? Yeah, this is a Bosu ball. Yeah. Nice job, Jen. Oh.
Yeah.
Phew.
Make coffee time for Jen. Nice. The Bosu ball is really cool. Do all sorts of balance training with it. Bella's only at 70. Only
Hey, Bella's
70.
doing them? Nice. Only.
All
Only.
right, Roach. Peace.
All right, Roach. We'll see you, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. He called it. He said he had 30 minutes and he dipped out at 30. He is Audi 5000. Nice. Oh, we're at 8. Can we reach our 10? Team goal 10. Can we reach that?
Oh, we lost one.
All right, so I noticed that that's quite the thing. If the second you engage, you're like, hey, you can hit the like, it just drops like 6 people immediately. They're like, nope.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I revoke my like.
Yes. Okay, Bella, have a fantastic day. Glad to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in and sprinkling some push-ups on us.
Way to go, Bella. Good to see you.
Yeah. Jennifer says 9 on her screen. I do see 9 now.
It's 9 now.
It's 9.
It's 9. It's 9-9.
9 it is, yes. All right. The tension builds. Will we get to that 10?
Who's living in Brooklyn?
Oh. And I'm on my 9th set. Well, I just finished my 9th set. So 999. What else comes in 9? Ferris Bueller absences. I don't recall Ferris being absent 9 times.
Me neither. He was there.
We got 11 folks watching. Good morning to each and every one of you, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the world you are in. Glad to have you. Cat Lives. Nice. Nice. For the Second Amendment crowd, millimeters. The pew pews. I like Cat Lives. That's a great one.
That lies. Yeah.
What else? What else do we measure in 9s? Julian Bernie. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Julian, help us make 10. Help us make 10. Hit that like.
Now it's at
Julian's always,
11.
Julian's always strong for the like.
Thanks, Julian.
Yes.
We're
He
back.
may already have, so. All right. Let's get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. All right. Speaking of 10, I need to stop pussing about and getting me 10 in.
I'm only 3 behind, so
You're 3 behind me, Brian.
been catching up there a little bit. Little by little. Julian says I did earlier, lol.
Nice. Wow. Wow.
Nice job.
8, 9. Thank you, Julian.
Nice job,
Really
Vincent.
appreciate it. Ugh. It was busy. Nice. Julian, are you knocking out anything today, or what do you got? Rest day? Oh, Jen, are you doing any trips to the creek this weekend? Nice work. Nice work. All right, knees bothering you a little? Is that from the squats, the burpees, or just life in general? Are you able to give it some TLC today? Always a possibility. Indeed. Indeed. I mean, so it sounds like a bit of a drive, but not that bad of a drive. So yeah, it's always nice when you can get away to something that's kind of out of your area, but sounds like it takes you to like a whole different scenery. Julian says probably just too much in general. Very possible. Very possible. This last week was an absolute wood chipper of I was running late last night too. Yeah. Not all of the creeks are that far. There are many that are closer. Okay. So you just found like you found your spot. That's cool. That's always good when you have that. Find that spot.
A room of one's own.
Yes. Well, it's good there's options. Even if you're just getting a creek quickie or something. Well, Julian, definitely take care to maybe do some heat and ice therapy. Get some stretching in if you can. I've been sharing that kind of banged up one of my toes yesterday at work. So I was planning on doing a walk with the push-ups. But I'm just gonna take it easy on it. So I was doing like the one-footed balance push-up sort of thing. Yeah, this is a grind day. We can feel it. Jennifer says just went to the falls for the day. There are just as nice ones as close as 30 minutes. Nice. Uh, Good for joints. Definitely, I mean, stretching, keep the muscles around, everything little lubricated. Movement, as long as you're not having sharp pains. But heat cold therapy. Cold will take the inflammation out. Supplements. I'm not really a supplement guy, Mr. Burns. Do you have anything for joints?
Uh, Good morning. Two dogs. Um, Joints. I mean, they make joint supplements like MSM and chondroitin and things like that. A lot of times they have shellfish in them,
Hmm.
so not for me. They
Yeah.
make vegetarian joint supplements. You can get them at like Sprouts and things like that. But uh, I don't know how old you are, Julian. You may not want to mess with supplements as much as behaviors. Supplement your behavior with good good rest and good habits that surround your workout. By eating well beforehand, not like right beforehand because that'll make you vomit, but um, like having good nutrition all the time, kind of thing, making sure your body's fueled and fed and hydrated, and don't overdo your workout. Like, the muscles can take more than the joints typically, because joints and tendons take longer to grow and get stronger. So you're progressing with muscles and you think you can continue adding more weight, uh, but then you come to find that that's too much weight for your joints, and that's a long road to recovery. So
Yeah. And
yeah,
where were you running? Another one is like, to Mr. Burns' point, supplementing like what you're exercising on. If you're running on concrete, your joints are probably going to hurt. If you've got shoes that are probably due for, the graveyard, your joints are probably going to hurt. So a lot of times, to his point, it's not just about like in pill form, it's about our habits and, what we're constructing around the workout. Those are excellent points, sir.
thank you. Yeah, Carrie, yeah, Juliet says, "Wow,
Yeah. And I'm
don't
only
eat right before
29.
a workout." Yeah, that's not good.
Yes. Hey,
29, man.
29 is a prime.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not a
um,
doctor. Can't speak to whether you should or shouldn't take
yeah.
supplements if you're under 18. Like, probably don't need them at all, right? But 29, maybe. I don't know. Talk to your doctor. Like, actually,
And make those adjustments first. Those things might help.
yeah.
If it's
What
constant, see a
what's
doctor.
going on with Julian? What do you got pain in your knee? Is that right?
Yeah, he's running in the field behind your house, grass barefoot. Nice.
Ooh, that sounds like a joy right there.
Yeah,
Minus
man.
the knee pain. Uh,
But sprints were you running distance? I
are
know
you
if
warming up?
yes, that's the
Are
other
you
part.
cooling down? Are you doing a cool down as well?
Yeah,
Got one more.
nice. Yeah, Julian, if it's constant or if it's like really painful, definitely check out some medical advice. It's hard to give like advice here because it can't it certainly isn't professional. So it's only just shared knowledge or shared experience. But I love the fact that you were running barefoot in grass. I see people in my community um, doing. We've got a grassy area, and they're running in the street and the sidewalk. Yeah, cool down stretches, man, are really really important. They're like the warm up to you definitely want to warm up, especially if you're doing something like fast running. Definitely take that time to warm up the body, man. And those are sprint days. If you go look up a impact sprint day, you'll see where we'll do high knees, butt kickers, shuffles, karaoke's, like all of the things that your body's going to be doing. Those movements you want to warm your body up because these are highly explosive movements, and it doesn't take much to injure yourself if you're moving pretty quickly, especially if we don't do it all that often. That's definitely where you see a lot of people injure themselves because they'll take one explosive movement and you hear that tearing and it's not your pants.
Uh,
Yeah.
he said, I don't know, pretty fast. Like, you ask how fast he was going.
Um, yeah, I was just making mention, was it like were these like kind of like sprint esque or was he just running back and forth like for time for over a distance where you just accumulate mileage going back and forth or
Yeah, the cool down and the warm up are, you know, the bread on a delicious sandwich.
yeah.
Gotta warm up and cool down. And at 29, I think you might be experiencing the inevitability of what it's like if you do not do those things.
Yes. Yes. Jennifer, have an amazing day. We always appreciate you coming in. And she gave smoke right off the bat. She said, "Hey, good morning. How about 400?" I know,
Jennifer.
I know. Just give it like take that. Just coming in, slapping folks. Love it. Keep it going, Jen. And
Be
have a
well,
great day if
Jennifer.
you get to the creek or the
Good
falls,
morning.
or if you're just at home.
What's up, little buddy? I'm gonna
Julian's
mute you.
doing closer to sprints. Yeah, if you're doing closer to sprints, man, you definitely need to really. Nah, I know. We know you're joking. I love it. Good humor. Julian, if you are, yeah, doing sprint stuff, I mean, my sprint days that we do, the warm up feels like the workout. Nice. The warm up
But
can feel like the workout. It is extensive just from starting. Look, some days, and you got to know your body, feel it out. If you're feeling extra, yeah, then walk to jog for your warm up. Don't just start the jog, walk to jog. Then you get
yeah,
yourself going, and your high knees don't have to be, because we'll do 4 sets of high knees, 4 sets of butt kickers, shuffle, karaoke, 4 sets of each. So each one get a little more in that range of motion. Don't just start off with the highest knees possible. Really like ease yourself into this. Get yourself into a nice lather. Think of it as boiling water. It's going to like simmer, and then you'll see a few bubbles, and then it gets to that point. Um, so yeah, that would be my advice. Really take that time, because Mr. Burns is right. At 29, you're still young, but it's going to be it's giving you a prophecy as to like what your
it's
athletics is going to be like if you
it's the
if you
whisper,
don't
brother.
take care.
It's that
Yeah.
whisper. Your body's saying, "Hey, what's that?
Yep.
Hello, I'm your knee. Have you thought about me lately?
Yes.
Can you
Yes.
think about me a little bit more?" Uh, and then hopefully you can think about your knee a little bit more, take good care of it, and then it won't be shouting at you in a year or two or less time.
Yes.
You don't
Or
want
when
the
it just
shout.
stops. Yeah. Or when it just stops talking and you're on a surgery table. Like, I warned you. Now we're
That's
not talking. Absolutely.
You have a relationship with your body and all of your parts, and it's good to check in with them and get and solicit feedback before they start talking to you about all the problems they've been experiencing for years and you haven't dealt with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
check in
Absolutely.
regularly with your meditation, with your warm up, with your breathing, listen, and then when you hear it, do something about it.
Yeah. For
Sounds like
sure.
you're doing something about it, which is good.
Yep.
You're soliciting feedback from the community and also looking for solutions. That's good. Good job.
Absolutely. And it's the song. My knee bone's connected to my shin bone, hip bone, like all these things, they connect for a reason. So that knee might start telling your hip, hey, he's not paying attention to either one of us. And that hip's going to start talking. That lower lumbar is going to start talking. Like it spreads quick. It spreads quick. Don't let your body rise up and have a conspiracy against you. I pretty much went right into it and worked out legs the last couple of days. Yes, this is a maturing body thinking like a young mind, and we've all been there because you haven't had to deal with it so far. You could just, yeah, early 20s, mid 20s, you get hit by a car, get up, shake it off, and
I
you
do
knew
that
you were,
now.
yeah, you're redlining it. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Uh, and so yeah, that competitive streak in you, I'm sure, just says, hey, I can do this. I got this. And I've done that. Done that. Hopped up one day, went out to buddy of mine. He was doing like a combine. He had the electro timers for the 40. Got out night. This is bone dry. Woke up,
Oh,
walked out the house. No water, no nothing. Bone dry
oh,
in
mm,
summer. And
mm.
got that first 40. It was nice. Like, okay. Second one, bang, I'm out like a shot. And then I felt like I got shot right in the ass and back of
Oh
the leg.
no,
Yeah, and
oh no.
for months that hamstring was not doing it. Yeah, it left me on red.
Mm.
It would not respond to anything. Yeah, you're very welcome, Julian. It would be yeah.
Hey, let's talk in terms we understand. I mean, we got a relationship with our body. And, even though we don't actually send the text messages, like, we get it. Yeah. We're getting a text, it gets elevated to a phone call sometimes. Sometimes you gotta meet in person.
Yeah. Yeah. That was it.
Gotta
Anytime,
get a
Julian.
massage or something. Yes, you're very welcome.
Again, legacy years. Christina Cosa,
What's up,
how are
Christina?
you? What's
How you
up?
doing?
How are things across the pond? How is your day going so far? Julian, and we'd be remiss if we didn't point these things out because we've been there. Just like you in the chat with Yo Yo, you're a few years older than him and older than some of the younger guys. So there's places that you've been in their shoes. So it's just passing on that information to help the next ones up.
Hmm.
Julian says, hit by a car. That happened to my buddy. The driver gave him $20 not to tell anyone. He said, go get drunk. I was there. Yikes. Yikes.
That is a no for me, sir.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
is a no.
Broke the
Broke the
windshield,
windshield,
but he
but he
jumped
jumped
right
right
back
back
up.
up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, unless you filmed it, like, I have nothing for it. So I'm gonna need more than $20.
Right.
If
Right.
you're putting it in a movie, maybe. But
Yeah. How long ago was this? How
and
long ago was
also
this?
on the real, like, if you get in an accident, so you get hurt or something like that, I wish somebody had told me this. Do not accept something as a blanket settlement off the bat, like, because whatever you're feeling right then, you're just flooded with adrenaline and painkiller and all that stuff. So you may
Yep.
have nagging injuries that show up later, and just don't just don't be hasty to resolve things, um, in your mind or with other parties, because there could be something that you didn't expect to happen down the road
Yeah.
due to that incident. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. That happened to me. I was riding my bike through a crosswalk, and the car that was making the right clipped me. And I was in high school, and I did the same thing. I hopped right back up, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you okay?" And you're a kid. You're not thinking anything. So it was more like, cool, look, I just got hit by a car, so I dusted myself off, and
mhm,
thankfully I was okay, no long-term effects. But you know, people are unscrupulous. They'll take advantage to try to do something like just hand somebody $20 and peace out
yeah.
before there's any real repercussions.
Hey, Jacob.
Jacob,
Which
Christina,
beard guy?
how are you today? He says,
There's
"Hi,
two
beard
beard
guy."
guys.
What's up, Jacob? How are you today? What's going on?
Are you in the car, Jacob?
I think Jacob's in bed.
In bed?
I think, yeah. If yeah. Are you in the car? Or are you in bed, Jacob? He's in
Uh,
bed.
that's a good
Yeah,
place to be sometimes.
it is. I can't wait to get back in mine. I've got the guys just woken up. All right.
That was me about
Right.
40 minutes ago, brother.
Yeah. I want to get back in my bed, but my bed is still set up. I got the drywall people coming today.
No, no rest for the homeowner.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been like that because they had to do the tent and all that because it was after the rain. I had some leakage, so they had to do the mold check and dry out the wood and all that. So
Yeah.
I've been couch surfing for the better part of the last 2 weeks, and I'm ready. I'm ready for my bed. I'm ready for my bed to just stretch out and lay out. And yes, indeed.
If you can get some floor action, sometimes that helps too. and it
Yeah,
might be a good excuse to sprawl out on the floor, help your back out a little bit if your floor has the space and you're not able to use your bed anyway.
yeah. Uh, I would have done it in my closet room, but all of our stuff, the extras are in there, and that's where like the one rug is at. Other than that, I'd be on hardwood or tile.
Got you.
Uh, Julian says, "Have you guys ever been on the water, middle of the ocean?" No, no,
Yes, I have.
middle of the ocean.
Yes,
Yikes, yikes.
not. I mean, the middle is debatable, but I've been out into the ocean on a boat. Yes.
Yeah, I have not, and I will continue to exercise that freedom. I will.
It's just water, Vincent.
What do they call it? Landlubber? Ah,
The
yeah,
last,
landlubber.
yeah, a landlubber, aren't you?
I'm the groin.
Got a
I
touch of the thalassophobia, do you?
yes. I respect the water enough to just it's over there.
Yeah, it's over there. I see it, and it's all right there.
Yeah.
Neither
You
of
know,
us need to move or encroach on each other's space.
it's
One
coexistence at its
bit.
finest.
Do you like the beach, Mr. Vincent?
The beach I'm okay with. The
Okay,
beach,
okay.
yeah. But yeah, getting onto a vessel and just heading away from that dry stuff. Um yeah.
We should come on, Mr. Vincent. We
Uh,
gotta go. We gotta go.
I love
The
that you're loving this.
impact on the water.
Oh my goodness.
The boat's
Yeah.
just rocking from the push-ups.
Oh my God. That's where we go
Right.
live. I would see your boat back there. And yeah.
Got to get the drone footage for that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Julian says floor action. What's her name?
Floor.
Flora.
Yeah.
Jacob. I don't know. I think there's more than just the four of us, maybe. But if not, it's the four of us. Julian, have
Well,
you go out on the water often? I had never thought about it before, but I'm starting to think that the term groggy comes from drinking too much grog the day before, and then you're
that
worn out from it.
that tracks.
Yeah. I was like, Mr. Burns is groggy. I was like, grog? No, no wonder you're groggy.
Mr. Burns doesn't drink the grog.
No, but yeah. I don't know why I connected it all just like that, but yeah, that was the first thing I thought was groggy.
I love it. I think you're probably right. I never thought of it either.
Uh, Julian says, "Yeah, me too. Kind of gets freaky when it gets rough enough. It's hard to walk, and you have the fridge fastened to the wall. See, no, no, no. And he prayed a few times. Stop it. Stop
Julian is
it.
29.
I don't get commercial fishing. Mm-mm.
No, no, I never done
I'm going straight to the frozen food section. I don't care.
that. I I don't
Well,
I
you'd
don't
never.
fish,
Yeah, you wouldn't fish anyway.
but I have been fishing, and I was fishing on a boat in the middle of the ocean, but it wasn't commercial. It was a long time ago, yo.
That
I
is no.
used to. Here's a tidbit about me. I used to go scuba diving. I was a PADI certified scuba diver,
Nice.
and I had my underwater navigator, my first aid medic certification, and night diver certification, as well as underwater hunter certification. I was on my
Dude,
way to be a dive master, but I was too young. So in one more year, I could have been a dive master. And that's one of the reasons that I don't eat animals, because I was fishing, spear fishing. You pull the band and you release the spear, and I'd done that a million times, but there was one time that I locked eyes with the fish, and I was like, I'm not taking that shot. What's up, little homie? Like, that fish saw me through and through. Yeah, it's a crazy story.
is
But
that
yeah,
what started? Is that what
I'm an
started your journey?
underwater person. I love being underwater, on the water. It's crazy because when you're underwater and you hear a sound, it could be coming from anywhere, brother.
That's yeah. No,
It's not
no,
just 360. It's like up and above. It's like it is 360. It's like, could be the sound could come from below you, could be coming from above you.
dude. No,
You're just
no,
suspended in the murk.
no. The amount of men it would take when they talk about 100 men versus a gorilla. That's what it would take to get me in the water. There's no way. Uh-uh.
Adoro ouvir vos a falar inglês. Is this Italian?
I don't know.
I love your open English. I don't know. It's my crude translation for my knowledge of Latin, but I feel like it's not correct.
I love hearing you speak English,
There you go. Yeah.
and that is Portuguese.
Portuguese. Okay.
Yes,
So
nice.
falar must be speak.
Falar of okay. So
Because
of ver-
adoro is I love, ouvir is hear, vos is you guys, two, a is two, falar is speak.
nice, nice, good breakdown.
Yeah. My crude knowledge of language will get me some understanding of stuff I don't even know sometimes. I've never been introduced to. I also studied Latin a little bit.
The
Latin will get
curious
you.
case of Mr. Burns.
What's that?
I said the curious case of Mr. Burns. Just these wonderful things we're getting to learn. Julian says 16 to 20-hour work days, mostly drug addicts and ex felons, and you're out in the water in the middle of nowhere. See, no, no.
And you survived.
And I
You
was
made
just
it.
a little nice kid that wanted money. Yeah, dude.
You
Whew.
made it out though, right?
They might as well just put the warehouse on water if that was the case.
Right.
Well, I like it. I like that you guys, having these stories, experiences are fantastic to share.
Absolutely.
Jacob, did you peace out or are you still in bed? Did Jacob go for greener pastures?
I gonna do it like that, Jacob.
Yeah. Christina, are you in Portugal? I thought Christina was in England. Oh, Mozambique.
3:30 there. What time is it here?
6:30 a.m.
Yeah, so you're 12 hours ahead. Oh no, sorry.
It's in Mozambique it's 15:29. So what? So that's
That's
what
3:30.
3:30.
So 12 minus 3 is 9 hours ahead.
Like,
Which also, yeah, 9 hours. Still the same day though. It's
it's
still
crazy.
Saturday. Mozambique. That would be so fun to check out in Mozambique.
Yes.
What's your favorite part about living in Mozambique? If you were going to tell people to come to Mozambique, what would you say? Come to Mozambique for what? Julian said I had a lot of connections through my dad and some friends from school.
Nice. Yeah, to get onto a boat like that as a kid, man, that's
Make
quite
some
the
good money.
yeah. Yeah, that's quite the experience, I'm sure. But yeah, I think if I forgot what we were talking about, but she asked something like, "Dad, if you were underwater and a shark was coming, like what would you do?" I said, "Well, first of all, the shark would have a hard time swimming through all the feces and tears because it would be thick quickly. But other than that, I wouldn't be in the water." So
Quando é que podem vir visitar Mozambique? She
would you
wants to know
would you
when
would
we're
you
gonna
ever
visit
visit?
Mozambique.
Would you ever visit? That would be, hey, Mozambique. Why not? It's just
Absolutely.
it's one for the list. It is
Yeah,
definitely
but you
one
got
for
to
the
tell us what why we should come to Mozambique besides to meet you, of course. But like, what's what's your favorite part about Mozambique? This this infection leaves my body today. I am done with this.
Isn't that great? Yes, just take charge. Just that's it. No mas.
Get out.
Yes.
Usually, if I black out sleep like that for however long it was, many hours for me, which is probably 8. I don't know.
Right.
Probably close to 8 full hours. Then my body's doing the work it needs to do.
Yeah. I know that was like my first venture into like fasting was I had this really nasty cold and I slept like 16 hours. I was just smoked. But when I woke up, I was like, "Well, I'm just gonna not eat for like 24." There was no rhyme or reason. I was just like, I'm just not going to. And around the 20th hour, on this molecular level, I could feel these little explosions going off, and I started feeling better. I was like, "That's that virus dying because it has nothing to feed off of because I'm not feeding it."
Yeah,
And in a very short amount of time, yeah, I started feeling better and everything. Of course, stay hydrated, the liquids, but yeah, that was kind of like my introduction to like that moment of like, oh my goodness, starve a cold, feed a fever, like that sort of thing. So yeah, I learned from that.
it's,
I need to do more of that though.
yeah. My trouble fasting is like I look at my fridge and I'm like, I've bought too much food. I should whittle down the food before I do a fast because
Right.
otherwise these broccolis they're gonna go bad, or these
Yeah.
cauliflowers, and it's just like at some point you just have to say say la vie, easy come, easy go. the stuff is not what I need right now, even if it's quality food. Got to let it go bad, or give it away or something,
Yeah.
and start the fast. If you ever want to do one, let me know. Well, I used to fast good morning every Monday. Like I would fast no eating on Mondays, so probably 8 o'clock the day before to 11 noon the next day, Tuesday.
Yeah. Um, okay. Maputo City is Mozambique's beautiful capital city, and that's what Christina Cosa is saying is best about visiting.
Got you.
Looks like a nice city. It's there on the water. So yes, very, very beautiful place. And Julian says captain was quite something. Yeah, any captain of a boat, I would imagine, has to be something where you're just keeping the rowdies in order.
He threatened to throw somebody overboard, and then it said he couldn't. So he went to a different state and threw them off there. That's amazing.
That's when you say overboard. Does that? I hope they're like dry land. He did just hoist somebody like mid water. Yeah, you
For
guys
an
all.
overhead press of a sailor.
Yeah, you guys all witnessed like pirate justice, and yeah, I would be very, very fearful to say something at that point. Okay, Mozambique is next to Zimbabwe, Tanzania, across from Madagascar.
Yes. And you're speaking Portuguese there. So that's
Yeah,
cool.
I mean, it's
Where's
yeah,
Meg with Mike? He speaks Portuguese, right?
yeah,
His wife is
yeah.
speaking
You can,
Portuguese.
yeah. His wife is from Portugal, I think. South Africa borders it as well. Tanzania is just to the north, and it's right. It's located pretty close to France.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mary from Quebec did saw one of the videos yesterday of doing the push-ups off of a counter. I believe it was Dr. Jamal gave us some footage, and um, so she did 180 off the thing, but French is her like mixed bilingual, language. So I was
Okay.
telling her, I said, Mr. Burns would benefit as a man who's been to France and
Yes,
studies the
the
language.
Quebecian French is different, uh, such that even native French speakers from France are not always uh,
Ah,
swimming in that. So I'd be interested to know where the crossover lies. Certainly,
yeah.
certainly, Canadian French is its own thing.
Wonder if that's like Spanish to different regions and dialects.
Oh. Well, it's been
But
amazing. I'm gonna
yeah,
bounce. Try
yeah,
to.
I think it's time to make it a wrap for the day. We've had a good day. Are you doing a walk by chance, or are you just gonna take the time to recover?
I don't know what time it is. I have a class today. I'm gonna do a hot class, so I
Nice.
think if there's time to do a short walk, like a super quick one, then I will. Otherwise, I'm hitting the class. But
It's 6:40 right now.
oh, yeah, I can do a quick walk. I'm gonna
Well,
do a quick walk.
all right, guys. I'm going to
You
hand
wanna
the baton over to this man.
you
So
wanna
if you have not,
join the walk?
yeah, yeah, I'll join in.
You gonna go for a walk too?
No, my busted up toe is gonna. I'll be I'll be elevating it.
All right. Well, I'll invite you if you want
Okay.
to split it, split the screen there. It's not exciting. We're not doing push-ups. We're just walking, talking.
Oh, I've
Um,
followed. I've seen your lives.
Oi
It's
prati tamben, senor. Oh, that's new to me. Tamben, like also, Mr.
yes,
Burns.
yes.
I don't know
Hi
what
to
oi
you too, Mr.
prati.
Burns.
Say again.
Hi to you too, Mr. Burns.
Ah, okay. Oi prati tamben, senorita. Christina.
Julian said it's like we're only a mile away. You can swim. You swim a mile.
He left him at the wharf. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's responsible
yeah,
enough. You're not killing a man.
yeah. Now the rest of you take note of what just happened. I'll be having none of it.
You walk the plank, you do.
Exactly.
Do it now.
You're food for the fishes.
we should do. We should do. I don't know what numbers are significant for pirates, but we should do an Impact Live and all pirate. There is a pirate day, like talk like a pirate day too.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. Yes. All right, guys. Check out Mr. Burns
I'll be
as
on in
he's
about
art is.
15.
Yes. And yeah, if you send the link, I got some stuff I got to do before the people get here, so I will try to join it. But if not, I will definitely have you on so I can hear it, podcast style.
Nice.
Um,
Going
but yeah,
podcast mode.
yes, podcast mode indeed. So, guys, thank you for joining, Julian, Christina. Can I just say muchas gracias? Will that translate the same? And who else did we have? We had Jennifer, we had
Roach.
Lindsay, we had Roach, we had Jacob for a little bit, Bella dropped by for a little bit, Mad Acoustic, Aurelio Rojas joined in. So yeah, we've had a good hearty chat today.
Yes.
And we got our 100 in.
Team Gold, 12
Grudgingly.
likes.
Yes, we grudgingly got it in. So um but sometimes that's how you got to do. That's the lesson of consistency and discipline. So, guys, you have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you soon. And subscriptions are free. So, Togo, take one, give one. And the same way you would, I don't know, recommend anything that you like, share it with your people. And I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit or beginnings of health and fitness. So, like we like to say, HWPO.
Hard work pays off. Impact Athletics Association.
All right, guys, have a fantastic day.